A lot of people wonder why collective action should or should not be taken. This video will briefly explain the benefits of collective action and also explain why it is absolutely necessary for a successful modern society to take collective action. First, we will give you an idea of what collective action actually is. For our purposes, collective action is simply the state acting on behalf of the people by collecting resources from the people and allocating them for various purposes, which you will learn about shortly. There are 4 uses for collective action. They are protecting property rights, correcting market failure, redistributing wealth, and stabilizing the economy. The first use is to protect property rights. The state uses taxpayer dollars to pay for security measures, including the police and the military. The state also has a system of laws and courts to protect property rights. Now, many people may think of property rights as private property rights. However, we all know that property can belong not only to individuals, but also private collectives, local entities, or the state. Security also extends to the protection of the people's physical being from domestic threats as well as foreign threats. One important feature about the police and the military is that no citizen is exempt from receiving police and military protection. Another important feature is that multiple citizens can be protected with one police force. In public economics, these 2 features are the conditions for what is called a collective consumption good. A collective consumption good is 1. Non-rivaled and 2. Non-excludable. Collective consumption goods will be explained further in another video. The second use of collective action is to correct market failures. Market failures come in many different shapes and sizes. For example, they can arise from positive and negative externalities that are ignored by the firm, but lead to hidden costs and benefits for society. Regulation, taxes, and subsidies are some of the ways that the state takes collective action to correct such market failures. The third use of collective action is to redistribute wealth. Wealth redistribution includes all forms of welfare, including Social Security, Medicare, SNAP, or the Food Stamp Program, and TANF. While conservative capitalists may disagree with the idea of welfare, they come in all shapes and sizes and do not necessarily mean a free handout. For example, to receive Social Security benefits, a recipient must have worked long enough and paid Social Security taxes. Also, Medicare is a system that corrects the natural failure of the insurance market. The different types of welfare and their behavioral effects will be explained in detail in another video. The fourth use of collective action is to stabilize the economy. The state does this through fiscal policy that includes taxing and spending. Fiscal policy affects aggregate demand and people's savings and investments. Stabilizing the economy can prevent depressions and lower the impact of recessions.